Oh, hey there, everybody. Welcome to another YouTube video here on the channel. My name is Emily. Today we are here in the Air Ambulance. We are flying the Great North Air Ambulance today. We're here at their base at Teesside. We're going to get the aircraft started. We're going to do a control easy startup. We've got our ground person there getting us ready, helping us get ready, sorry. We're taking off. This is a bit of, obviously, a what if, who's it, so on. So in real life, the air ambulance, as far as I understand, doesn't go out to sort of ships and sort of do winch operations. They do sort of firmly land-based stuff, land, put the casualty in the back, fly them to hospital. However, we're flying the basically it's a bit of a what if. So we've got a different aircraft as well because the Great North Air Ambulance, in real life, this aircraft, Golf November Hotel Alpha Alpha, is a 109, I believe, a Dolphin. Well, sorry, Dolphin. Apologies. So we're going to fly it up to Newcastle, pick someone up a Ro-Ro ship, and take them to the RVI. That's our engine spooled up. What we got is a low press in the fuel. Let's just check if that's not us. Not our fault, I should say. Crew payload. We've got the litter loaded. So yeah, we are basically going to fly up and pick someone up. So yeah, we're fueled. There we go. Everything is now stabilised. So what we'll do is we've got takeoff clearance. We're making a medevac scramble. So we're going to just power on, tip the nose, boop, power, and rolling to the left, so that we don't fly those aircraft and damage them. Right, we are going to fly out. We are going to put power on. So we are going to fly up the T's. We're going to fly up to the coast that way. We'll get our maps on. Mapping on. Which is locked to the way we face, which is... I'm actually going to lock it to north, purely because that will help me understand where I'm going. So you can see the reflection of the HUD in the windscreen, which is really cool. What we'll do, we'll just power on, tip the nose, and like so, we're going to fly. We're sort of flying towards the coast here. And so yeah, for the roleplay girlies, we've got we're basically flying out to pick up a stroke victim off a ship. So we'll land on the ship. The medics will go pick the stroke victim up and we'll get them to hospital. Basically, the ship doctors said they want the medevac because it's another half hour till they'll dock, and then another half hour by road ambulance to hospital. Whereas for us, we can land on, grab them, and have them in hospital in under 10 minutes. So this is Eagles Cliff we're approaching, obviously on the right hand side there. That's the Tees Valley line for those of you who play Train Sim World 4, or Train Sim World 5 as it is now, sorry. Eagles Cliff, of course, is the junction between the Durham coastline and the Tees Valley line. I am actually going to fly along this river here, so I'm turning incorrectly. And I want to basically handrail the river all the way out to the sea, and then we'll turn north and fly up the coast. So that dinger there, that's basically the rotor RPM's low, so therefore the way to climb is to reduce power. It's a theory I learned from going to learning to fly the Apache in DCS. Basically what? Reduce collective, I should say. Collective and power are not, of course, the same thing. Something just fell over on my desk there. My whole desk shook. Don't know what it was. I'll go and have a look at that once I finish this flight. There's nothing down the deck can spill, so it'll be fine. So I'm obviously not going to fully low level it up the river, but I am going to fly along here. In front of us there, that is Thornaby Depot and Tees Yard. Tees Yard used to be the busiest freight yard in Europe. Now it is a literal ghost town. Tees Yard is now largely used for wagon storage, as you'll see when we fly over. Thornaby Depot is gone, so the Thornaby Depot you know from Train Sim World would have been here. That's all demolished. That's the old turntable. That's the old scrap roads, I know that much. You've then got a right hand pole coming on. Like I say, a load of freight wagons in storage there. You do get some sort of through runs of freight, so I think that one there'll be a through run, but all those hoppers are stored coal hoppers. That just, coal's gone in the UK now. It's just not something we deal with. So yeah, and that's, you can see another aggregate train. Probably, do you remember the green one on the front? That'll be a Bubby Potash run. So we're going to fly a straight line. So on the right there, of course, that is the transporter bridge. So it's basically a cable car bridge. It's the best way that I can describe it. So you've got the bridge at the top. You drive your car on there, and it goes, and you drive off the other end. It's quite cool. I quite enjoy it. So what I'm going to do, because we are now sort of largely, well, clear of controlled airspace, I'm going to pull around to the north, and we'll handrail up the coast from here. We'll aim for Hartlepool, as no one has ever said before. But a bit of a climb on, because we are quite low. You don't want to get shot at going over Hartlepool. Sorry. I have to make a jesty joke like that, just to... yeah. Now, I'm not sure this... So also, please note, I don't have that installed. That's a shame that I haven't downloaded that. It is what it is, though. And what I want is I want aircraft. Yes, I want a hoist, actually. So I want to basically say that for see, this aircraft, like I say, the Great North Air Ambulance doesn't have a hoist in real life, but we've got one on this aircraft. We'll just say it's part of like a capability enhancement program bollocks, basically. So the mod that we're using today, we've got... I need to double check what the name of the airport scenery is that I used. I've forgotten it now. I've had it installed for a while because I've been meaning to do something, but I've just sort of twigged and realised what the best idea was. So it's FlyX Simulations Teesside, Orbex's Newcastle, and Aerosoft's Offshore Landmarks North Sea. 1.2.2 is the version that I have. Had to go into my install to remember that. But yeah, the basic TLDR here is emergency floats. You know what? Why not? Let's stick those on as well. And we'll put the wire cutters on. I'll take the camera off. Because we're not doing like full saw work, but we are just sort of like, you found the patient, we can rescue them. So yeah, the basic thing is, obviously, we are doing more adventurous stuff. So a bit of, I suppose, lore, if you like. This is Hartlepool we're approaching. A bit of lore. Obviously, there used to be an RAF rescue helicopter at RAF Boomer in Northumberland. That's gone. And the nearest helicopters are now either Humberside or Prestwick. So they've decided to bring in basically, they've got some grants, yada yada, and they've got the upgrades to this helicopter. So that they got an upgrade helicopter so that they can do like the more advanced sort of ship rescues and stuff, which the air ambulance wouldn't do at present. Where am I? Looking for missions and maps. So yeah, this is Hartlepool. You can see the railway there on the right. Hartlepool, people from Hartlepool are nicknamed Monkey Hangers. What did they do to receive this unpleasant nickname, I hear you ask? Well, what happened was a French ship was wrecked off the coast of Hartlepool, and everyone was killed, sadly, except for one monkey that washed ashore. And the locals, having never seen a Frenchman before, of course, because of course we've been fighting the French for the most of the last 500 years, I can't remember which round this was, decided to basically trial him as a spy and hang him. And yeah. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing in the historical record that says this ever happened. But so it's probably just an urban myth. But that's quite a good myth, don't you think? Let's just get straight and level trimmed in. We're bombing our way up to the ship. We've got a bit of turbulence. So as much as it looks like I'm stick stirring, my hand's off the stick. So yeah, we've got some ships there. Some minor texture bugs still in the game. That those ships flash a little bit. I think it's Z fighting, but I'm not sure. But yeah. sort of fly up the coast. Just looks. I'm just like, we're going to rescue someone. Let's go. So yeah, you got the railway line there. We diverge from it, but we'll see it again actually as we approach the RVI. Now we are technically a VFR flight at the moment, which is quite interesting for how we have to approach Newcastle. What I'm actually going to do is sort of the controlled airspace at Newcastle. For those of you locals, you'll know this. The northern entry point for it is Morpeth Station. The western entry point is some ponds that I can't remember, or some lakes I can't remember. The southern entry point is the Tyne Bridges, and the eastern entry point is St Mary's Lighthouse. I'm going to enter from the south because I think that'll be marginally quicker than entering from the north. Arguably, you'd probably just speak to the tower and say, we've got a critically injured person on board, and they go, yeah, we've cleared the decks for you, go. But it is what it is. You know, we'll pretend that like, no, that the king is on a plane landing and stuff, so we can't clear the decks for you. Sorry, guys. So yeah. So basically, the plan is we'll land on the ship. We'll get on. We'll send our medics to go rescue the person. I do love the detailed equipment in this aircraft, by the way. Genuinely 10 out of 10 product from High Performance Group here. We'll basically send our medics to go rescue them. And whilst they're going to rescue them, we will be basically we'll get the aircraft ready just for sort of pick up and go. So it's Peter Lee, see him. So we're basically, to be honest, we can aim for just parallel the coast. So the thing is, if we've not taken the most efficient route by a decent shot, but we are 12 minutes in, and we are about 2/3 of the way there, I would say. You know, let's say the ship was going to take half an hour from effectively time we get there to dock, and then they've got to get the person on an ambulance and to get them to hospital. That's another 15-minute blue light run, or 10-minute blue light run, let's say. 10, 15, perhaps. You know, potatoes. But you know, we are definitely making a difference. That'll be the shift, that big white thing. That we know they're just off Port of Tyne, so we'll basically call them and say, hello, air ambulance here, go for November Hotel Alpha Alpha. So our call sign will abbreviate to Golf November Alpha Alpha because that's the last 3 digits of our tail number. It's not just me mistakenly using that. So we're Golf November. Oh no, we're Hotel Alpha Alpha. Apologies. I thought it was, yeah. I don't know what I thought. Oh, it's wrong in the system. That's fun. Yeah. No, it's not. Hey, I'll just call in as air ambulance. This is, yeah. So the vessel is the Princess of Scandinavia, which is the ship that they used for one of the ships that they used on this run, DFDS do. And it's basically a mini cruise you can do from Newcastle. I know it's a P&O ferries. Shush, P&O don't come to Newcastle, and we don't stand P&O. P&O, bad labour relations. Basically, they sacked all their staff and rehired. Basically, they ordered all the ships back to ports, cancelled a bunch of sailings, and then sacked all of their staff and hired a bunch of international staff who they could pay drastically less. And yeah, that's not good labour relations. It's not how you treat your staff. You don't fire and rehire, as it's formerly known. We don't do fire and rehire. It's bad. So Seaham on our left, nothing particular of note of Seaham, but the next port that you can see off on the 11 o'clock there is Sunderland. People from Sunderland, they're called Mackhams. That's, as far as I understand, the etymology of that nickname, look at me go, comes from, obviously back in the day, had a lot of shipyards on the time, a lot of ships built in Newcastle and sort of, not Newcastle, but sort of Gateshead and, well, not even Gateshead, that was sort of the Shields and so forth anyway. And Wallsend. Wallsend was a big shipbuilding hub. That's the place I was looking for. They, obviously you got built on the Tyne, and the breakers' yards were apparently in Sunderland, so therefore that ship would basically come to Sunderland to be broken up for parts, or broken up. And yeah, there you go. That is your logic there. So yeah, that's the ship. That's, yeah, description of the ship is a white ship with blue boot line, blue boot topping, sorry, which is what we've got today. So we're going to aim for it. Good afternoon, Prince of the Seas. Golf November Hotel Alpha Alpha with you, our ambulance, to rescue your patients. We are currently ETA of approximately 1.5 minutes to land on your deck. Roger, come here, Sean. Come aboard. Kid, come aboard. Shush. I don't do this very much, okay? But it's going to be a very sexy approach, very demure approach, very mindful approach, very thoughtful approach, very cutesy approach. You might even say it's going to be a demuretsy approach. Thing is, I'm recording this in September and the meme's dead. Or the TikTok trend is dead. By the time this goes out in November, and I've been recharging for myself for September, it's 26th of September right now. And I'm actually using live weather and live time, so it's like as accurate to the real world as you can make it. So I found a bootleg of one of my favourite musicals from this year, and it's stuck in my head, and that's why you might hear me humming it occasionally. That's the time, that's where we're going. Well, the RVI is sort of, well, that's St James, so the RVI is about there. So that's the trauma centre we're taking them to. Regional Trauma Centre. Basically, yeah. Medics will do the check-in with the hospital, we just do the check-in with the ship because we're not asking them for medical stuff, we're just asking them for permission to land. So next landmark you'll see sort of on the coast here is Suter Lighthouse. Possibly, I can't see it immediately, but it's down there somewhere. It's that area is not photogrammetried, and the lighthouse, a lighthouse, is really obvious because it's painted bright red. If you don't have photogrammetry of that, then yeah. But fun fact for you, that there is the eastern entrance. That's St Mary's that you see at the tip of my mouse pointer. So that's one entry point. Or we just fly up the Tyne, which will look way cooler for you guys. And it is 6 2/3 really. So 6 1/2 a dozen. If you go the metric way of doing things. So the imperial way. Half a dozen, a baker's dozen. So what we'll do is we'll start transitioning to the slowing down. Secure cabin for approach. No, don't climb. Go down a bit too well. Oh well. No, we'll approach the ship. We need to bear in mind the ship is probably stationary because it's a Siri object. That ship that's coming in, this is going to be a bit of a pet peeve of mine. We'll fly over it and have a closer look at it. The ship to the cargo ship to the north of the Ro-Ro boat is, it looks like one of the Great Lakes ships. I've never seen a ship like that in Europe. I'm not saying they don't exist, but ooh. Is that a silly design choice or is that just a spawn issue? I don't know. That ship does look like it's moving, but it may just be the fact that there's waves and we're moving slightly to the side. So yeah, we are landing amidships on the ship. We've been briefed for that. into a hover. Transition to hover. Power, power, power. Power, 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 power. Go over the deck we come. No. Ooh. I can focusing on my landing point now. So I'm staring at the top corner of that H. And just bringing that where I want it. And we're down. Boom. Oh, almost like I know what I'm doing. Woohoo. Right. For roleplay purposes, what we'll do. Where is it? I've lost my thing is. Daha. Aircraft, there it is. So what we're going to do, crew and payload. Our flight medics are going to get out. And they're going to take the litter with them. We'll open the back doors as they go. And we'll open this side door for them to exit through. So we're ready for a pickup. What we'll actually do whilst the crew's away, the doors are latched open, so we'll just nudge forward ever so slightly. Get a slightly more center on the deck, and down. I love the level of detail in this interior. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I love the level of detail in this interior. There you go. Okay, quick load and go. They've confirmed the patient's fast positive and we're going to fly them. So, oh no, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. So they've got the patient on board. Got all 3 of our medics today. Got 2 paramedics and a flying doctor. You can see the patients in the back ready to be loaded. That's cool. Okay, quick sorting. Let's get them in. Patients boarded. Doors are closed. Alright, everyone's ready for takeoff? Everyone's ready for takeoff. Oh, so that's a dredger. That's cool. So it's not actually as unfathomed as I thought. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to go take power. Ready on my yaw pedals. Tip the nose. Let's go. So yeah, it's a dredger over there. And just circle out. Turn towards the coast. I just noticed I've not equipped a pilot in the seat. Right, what we'll do, I'm going to stick my maps back on. Oh god, no. Interesting how much heavier the aircraft feels with a patient on board. Maps and missions. Like, I feel like I'm moving. I've gone from sort of flying like a light, nimble little helicopter to flying a transport chopper in one button click. So down there, that is Tynemouth. You've got Tynemouth Priory there, Tynemouth Priory. Incredibly badly modelled. I wish this area was photogrammetry. It deserves it. As we keep trucking, you've got a statue to Lord Collingwood there, which is currently a warehouse, which is going under below the nose. And there's actually an architecturally significant building there that Hitler apparently wanted for his headquarters in northern England, northern Britain. If the invasion had happened, which it didn't. Over the top of the Fish Quay and the ferry. So we are just going to handrail the river. I'm going to enter, so we're going to cut the corners off a little bit here, but that's fine. Over there, that ship you can see, the one that's properly modelled, that is the DFDS ferry. That basically, role-playing, this patient came off. Some lovely new builds down there. Wish I could live there. Wish I could afford to, and wish I could actually deal with the travel. I can do neither. Royal Quays, Percy Main on the right. This area, I wonder why there's nothing there. It's just wasteland, really, isn't it? Got a sewage plant. You've also, that's where Nissan exports their cars from down there. What's the last? Right, under the nose there we've got the Tyne tunnels. Pull right slightly. And there's a really cool viaduct that you get because the photogrammetry's kicked in now. So you've got lots of sort of fabrication shops, wind turbine shops, a shipyard over there on the left. You've got quite a bit on here, which is quite cool, and it's just lovely to see photogrammetry. It's, you know, Port of Tyne, it's not the biggest port in the world, but it's cool to fly over because it's all quite compact, but you've got quite a bit of variety. So we're now approaching. I'm going to pull slightly to the left so that we line up. So this is Wall's End. That's Segadunum down there. That is basically the fort at the end of Hadrian's Wall. You can see there's like an Overwatch place on it now for thingies. There's also like a reproduction segment across the road that used to go to. When you do a school trip to Segadunum, you'd go there, and basically you take turns being the defenders and being the bad guys. So you just throw like foam bricks at each other, which is great fun as a 4-year-old. Okay, we're approaching 10 bridges now. So I can see St James. The medics in the back have checked in. They've confirmed we're cleared for approach and landing at the RVI. It's actually quite common to see the air ambulance come into the RVI. This is Biker. See, I know this area really well because because I live here. But yeah, flight scene with Emily. And on the left there, you can't see because of the trees. You know the railway line we said goodbye to as we went over the sea? Where is it? There it is. That's it, basically coming back into image. Millennium Bridge, built in 2003 to confuse everyone. Tyne Bridge, Swing Bridge, High Level Bridge, Queen Elizabeth Bridge, King Edward Bridge, Red Heath Bridge. Central Station, my official place of work. Right. Power comes off. So we swoop around. We're trying to do a bit of noise about manoeuvres. You can see they did the scans during the Hoppings fair as well, which is really cool. One of the biggest fun fairs in Europe. The biggest in the world's always in America, isn't it? Let's be honest with ourselves here. Right. Should have stored the tablet before I did my approach, but oh well. Let's just pull up the hover. No, forward. I was about to say, am I becoming a competent helicopter operator? But no, I'm not. Oh, Jesus, Emily, come on. Right, just tip that nose ever so slightly, fly forward, and drop down. There we go. So, we're slightly forward to the centre, that's just to make it safer access. What we'll do, we're going to keep the blade spinning. Going to go back to the aircraft page, bottom right hand corner. Get those back doors open. Get our little patient out. Medic's going to take them out of the hospital. Get that side door open as well. Yeah, we need to just get a bit more space. Shush. Shows how big this helipad is. I actually remember when this helipad was brand new. I'd just had plastic surgery done on my ear, and I was sort of in hospital in this wing here, like looking that way. And I remember seeing a Sea King helicopter coming in, and like hearing helicopter arrives right over the top. So freaking cool. Anyway, back in the cockpit we go. We get the litter back, but we don't have a patient in it. We close the back doors, we board our medics. Close the side doors. And away we go. So our next and final point for a flight today, because we are a little low on gas, I'd like to get a bit more on board before I return to Teesside, is going to be the what the Great North Air Ambulance calls Toon Base, Newcastle Airport. Right. Let's try and level out on the yaw pedals, tip the nose away, and we're going to fly over the hoppings, give them a little bit of a fly past, and climb away. Because we were facing the thing. This is Exhibition Park. It's way less cool than this in real life. That's all I can say. And here's the hoppings, which I really should be hired to go over. We avoided it. Oh, hello. I broke physics. think I do potentially occasionally drop into low FPS for a moment, and basically the DSAS thingies me, or struggles, and then it just flips out and buys like a one input of like that. You know, but if you drop low time frame FPS, that gives a substantial pitch motion. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, we're now flying up to Newcastle over Gosforth, the big red building that's where I used to work. You can see most of my places of work from the East Coast mainland, which is quite. Oh, actually, no. Just thinking about it, I've been past all of my long-term places of work from on a train, because my first job is near the Metro Centre, and I went past there at the weekends. And the other two locations, well, there's one which is right behind Central Station, which is now been merged into a different company, and it's an awful place to work. I'm not going to name them because I don't want to get sued. Then you've got the you've got obviously Coram, and then there you can see all of those locations from the train, which is very cool. Apologies, guys, I didn't realize I had my Outlook open. So we are arriving at Newcastle now, Newcastle Airport. As we're coming in over the top, we've got the new builds here. This is, yeah. But there you go, folks. Not a bad little sorting. It's actually 1422, not 1322. Don't know sure what it's thinking there. But after 32 minutes, it's the same email twice. 3 times now. Ah dear, our controllers are sending emails out again. So my work emails are open, and it's sort of, you get 3 times a day, you get the same bunch of emails sent out. It's effectively, this is a problem, this is a problem, this is fixed. And it goes out for like a week to make everyone aware of it. Make sure everyone's seen it. So that's the old headquarters. Remember when we did Gillette? That used to be their headquarters down there. Whoa, a bit too much roll there. I'm going to pedal around. We've got clearance to land from Newcastle Tower. Straight in for the heliports. Because we've got skids, we can't obviously just touch down. Vehicle moving, but ignoring that. That van is a bit more of an issue, but he's going to be gone by the time we want to be there. A bit more of an adventurous arrival line. This is where they stick them normally. How do I know this? I'll let you know. Back when I first started YouTube, I was studying at the Aviation Academy. That classroom there was one of the classrooms I used, and the windows don't open because it's going airside, and that building isn't airside. What I'll do, I'll quickly reposition. Oh, hello. Right, let's not try and do this in reverse. I need to move back and right 4 meters. And stop. To the side. And stop. There we go, and the guys from Samsung will shut the aircraft down. Well, you will, because you're sitting next to me. You're the co-pilot. I want to do the sexy stuff. And you will get the aircraft shut down, and he'll be able to move off soon. But folks, there you have it. We've rescued someone. We've not parked much better than we were, but shush. But there you go. Welcome to Newcastle International Airport. Decent last day. Take the helmet off, give the ears a good rub. Get the blood supply going again. Guardian of the North. Arrives at Newcastle. Thank you guys so very much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, it was food sent that agency stuff from control. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next one. Until then, folks.